Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a work and career reading for Virgo from the 17th to the 30th of September 2018. Don't forget to watch your moon and rising signs, and if you want a personal reading, I've put the details of my email and my website in the description box, so please contact me. I put the decks I'm using and the links to Amazon and eBay if you want to purchase these decks. And don't forget to watch the new series of deck reviews that I will be doing and putting on the channel. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm going to do a general energy read, and then I will do a general tarot read after that. So generally, you've got a lot of happiness and satisfaction coming in around you at the moment. It says that, you need to wait a little bit because there is divine timing in place, and wait before you start acting. The signs will come to you when you need to make that decision. And it might be because you want to buy a house or buy some sort of real estate. So just wait for the right moment. Don't rush into things. And it will bring you a lot of happiness, whatever this new move is that you're going to be making. So in the past, you've got hidden facts and further investigation needed. So you needed to do some research. Maybe you were planning on buying this property, and now a lot of research would have needed to be done for that. And everything is possible, so be brave. So you've been making some bold moves, and you've been deciding to just go for it. And that's a very, very good way to do things, because it seems like things are going to go your way, having taken that stance. So going into the future, you need to prioritize and focus on your goals, and you don't want to end up having wasted efforts. So you need to have some priority going on around you, decide what you want to do, get yourself back in focus again, because if you don't do that, you'll end up wasting your time doing things. So some sort of purchase coming in, new property, just wait before you start acting. Make sure that you're doing all the research and go for it, because it's going to bring you into a new phase of your life. And make sure that you're prioritizing, make sure that you're focusing, have an idea and a plan about what you want to do. So those are the energies. So I have shuffled this deck. I'm just going to give it one more shuffle. So the first energies is teamwork. You are working within a team at the moment, and it's going pretty well. You all are getting things done, being very efficient. You might be team leader, or you might just be working in the team itself. And you're all getting along pretty well. Everybody seems to be pulling their weight. A lot of communication going out over there, a lot of product going out. And things are going pretty well at the moment with this teamwork card. You're in a pretty stable position as far as your work goes, and achieving a lot of things. So the main situation is the loss and decision. So this is more emotional, where you're feeling a bit left out, like you're not being supported, like maybe everybody else is getting some sort of support and you are not. You're feeling like you're having to stand on your own 2 feet to make it in that particular field. But independence is a good thing, because it's teaching you responsibility. So don't look at people, other things that are happening around you, and say, oh, I'm not being supported. And don't be reliant on other people. It's time for you now to spread your wings and fly, it seems. There's a decision that you have to make. Maybe it's a choice. Maybe you're coming up to making a decision about a new job. Because this is the Two of Pentacles, so there is some sort of obstacle within your way, something that you've got to overcome. There is a deadline that you have to meet to make this decision, like I say, between a rock and a hard place. You've got that deadline waiting for you to make that decision. So you need to actually think very clearly and be very, very logical as you make it. And don't get yourself emotionally caught up with feeling like you're not being supported. Maybe this is a promotion, it's a new job, something out that you have to do, and you have to do it on your own strength rather than having to rely on other people. It's not the time to be spoon-fed anymore. It's time that you have to make that decision and make it for yourself. There's some sort of choice coming up over there. Now, in the last year, you've got the perspective card, which is the Hangman card. Everything seems to have been at a bit of a standstill. You've been having a lot of doubts and fears, and having a lot of worry. You've been feeling like as though you're making sacrifices that are not paying off. But this card is the turning point. You have reached a turning point in your career right now, and a decision is pending at the moment. You've got the answer to how you want to move forward, but you're stuck right now because you are very worried that things are not going to work out. So you need to take this mask off, this blinder off, and you have to look at it from a very different perspective. It is a card of sacrificing something, but a turning point having been reached in your career, and you will have to make that decision. And you will need to do a lot of investigation and uncover facts. That's been going on in the last 3 years. You've been doing a lot of research about this career move that you want to make, and you've been going around digging for answers and solutions to these problems, trying to find the solution. And it's a new phase, so it's a new cycle that you're going into, but you need to actually, you've needed to actually do some investigation, because not all the facts are being revealed to you, and you are having to get these facts revealed for yourself. So in your mind, you want to act and you want something new. You've got a vision of the future, something where you're going to be very proactive, very hands-on, but you're sitting and waiting. You can see the cobwebs on these typewriters here. So you're sitting and waiting and dreaming a little bit too much. So you need to be more proactive. This card says that you know that on your mind, and it's now come to probably crunch time where you have to be proactive and start making a decision there. So going into the future, you've got expression. This new position that you're going to be taking, or new job that you're going to do, is going to be something that's going to require a lot of your own input, your own creativity going in. It's going to be something different than what you were doing, along the same vein, but just something different, and it's going to bring a lot of career advancement. You've got the sign of the ram there, the Capricorn ram there, so that shows that you are going to be making a lot of advancements, but it's going to require a lot of individuality, your own spin on things being put into that piece of work that you're going to be doing. And it's going to be really nice, something really good. And you're going to have to be very, very proactive. You're going to have to be very hands-on. Whatever you're doing is going to be, it's very different. It's similar to something that you were doing, but it's got a different twist on it. It's almost like it's got more technology in it. It's more modern. It's something that changes things. It's something that's very mass-produced, something that a lot more people can enjoy. You're going to have to work really hard at it, because there's a lot of work going into it. And you're relying a lot on your intuition. It might require that you need some more updating of skills, studying, following your own path. This is also the card that says just wait a little bit. We were talking about divine timing in the previous spread, so you will have to wait for these things to happen. Not a time to, maybe jump in. You will have to eventually become proactive, but also time to do a lot of research, reveal the facts, reveal information. So maybe just brush up on a lot of skills and research, and make sure you're on top of everything and follow your instincts. And don't go around telling people what you're going to do. It's best to keep secrets with this card. So it's best to keep your plans to yourself, but make plans for sure. Make sure that you have a goal in mind, but don't go around telling people everything that you're going to do. This is the time to basically keep it in your pocket and make sure that you are doing things for yourself, but not really revealing everything to everybody. You want a big shake-up to come along. You feel the energy is very stagnant, and you or yourself will go in and shake it up if you need to. So you are tired of being where you are at the moment, and you do want to move on. And you're willing to just, dismantle everything in order for you to move forward. So you are the one that wants to bring about a big change in your life. So going into the future, you've got restlessness, and that's probably exactly how you feel, extremely restless, that you want to move on. Somebody's holding you back and you really are not very happy with it. You really do want to get in there and do whatever you have to do, and they are putting restrictions on you, and you're not very, very happy with that. You might not be trained up enough to do the job though, because, maybe you can see this person's swimming skills is not so good, but they want to go in and rescue somebody. So you might be not so well suited for the job right now because you're not trained up enough, and you can end up drowning in a situation like that yourself if you don't have the skills. So you might need to just step back a little bit and brush up on your skills, or improve your skills, take seminars, courses, something that gives you the edge in order for you to be trained up to do it. And that is how you're going to be able to manifest. With the energy card, it says, you make bold moves and you ask for intervention to come in, divine intervention, and you will be able to produce the results. If you need to focus your energies on manifesting and make sure that you know what you want to do, you will get, things will go your way. There is, it will, you will be able to manifest. There is a little bit of a barrier at the moment, a bit of an obstacle in your way, but you will be able to overcome that. You need to get on top of that. You need to have something that gives you the edge over that barrier in order for you to manifest. And it is probably some sort of further education. Now, you've got some sort of project that you have done at the moment, and you will want to put it out into the world. It is something to do with information as well. And so you will overcome this obstacle, and you will be able to present your finished, completed project to the world. This is presenting it and hoping that everything goes your way. But it looks like, you've got everything sorted out in your head. You're now just waiting to launch it, and you do want to move forward. But there's a bit of a obstacle. So there are two obstacles. You can see somebody telling you you're not really trained up enough to actually do the job at the moment. And, there is some sort of barrier that you need to overcome. So it looks like, in order for you to produce this kind of finished product, or whatever goal that you want to achieve, reach the conclusion of that project, you're going to have to use some sort of something to get you over the edge. And, it might be that you do need to go and have some further kind of studying, further kind of information that you need to bring in, a little bit more training. Not that much more, because it looks like, you're pretty much there, just a little bit more. So you've got a decision that needs to be made about maybe what kind of job you want to do, or how you can do it, or moving forward. And, you need to not, have to have the confidence to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Don't be restricted by your own self-doubts, and know that you do have it inside you to actually be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Have the confidence to act. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Fairy Tarot. Oops. So the first card is the Ace of Summer, which says, open your heart to love, a beginning of a new intimate relationship, or rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So this is the Ace of Summer, which says, something new is going to be beginning for you. You need to use your psychic abilities in order to work the situation. And there might be a new relationship coming in, maybe through your work. That could also be a possibility. But definitely being able to use your spiritual epiphanies and psychic abilities within this work. The second one is the Prince of Summer, which says, I need to stay grounded during an emotional experience. So something emotional coming in through your work situation. Try not to get too overwhelmed on an emotional basis. Try to keep it quite professional, and make sure that you are keeping everything in check, but following your intuition as you need to. And the last one is the Chariot card that says, success comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. So you are going to have some forward movement now. Maybe you've been stuck a little bit in that situation, but you're definitely going to be moving forward now, taking charge and acting with determination. And a lot of hard work, I think, is now coming in for you. So you're going to have to be working pretty hard. And it looks like you will start working hard, but you will enjoy the work as well. This is also very, very hands-on doing the work itself. So you might need to be just brushing up your skills and getting yourself up to date in order for you to get that edge, in order for you to move forward and overcome any kind of obstacles or barriers that you have, and maybe be nicely trained up so that people have more confidence in your work. And stop relying on other people for support. You are able to fly. You can see this bird has got its wings fully intact, so have the confidence to act. Don't say I can't do it. Always say I can. And a decision coming up, there is a deadline to make that decision. Maybe it's a choice of job, a choice of promotion, but something coming up. So be aware that that is in the vicinity, and make sure that you have done your research completely and have a good idea about what you're getting yourself into before you do it. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.